Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wrestling Pro Wrestling. I'm Uncle Gary Tickles, of course, and so on and so forth. Now, like many of you, I've spent my entire quarantine catching up on some of my favorite films in history of the film world. Classics such as Tron, that was a good one, and The 13th Floor with my best friend Vincent D'Onofrio, and the all-time greatest film, Lawnmower Man. And this got me thinking, why can't Wrestling Pro Wrestling do something like that? I mean, it doesn't seem that hard. And so I spent thousands upon thousands of what is called cryptocurrency, I believe, on a fully functioning virtual world. Yes, that is very exciting, isn't it? Now, I've already downloaded a lot of the Wrestling Pro Wrestling roster and some of the commentators as well. And all I have to do, from my understanding, is boot up this virtual machine, as it were, and then I guess we're off to the races. So what do you say we give it a whirl? All right. So let's just press the power button here. And... Oh! Chicken, that hurts. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wrestling Pro Wrestling Prevents Virtual. Boy, we got a show for you. I'm your commentator, Eric Barnes. Joining me now are my other fellow commentators.
I'm Rivers Langley.
And I'm Dr. Pat Michael. How's everyone doing?
Doing as best as we can, given the stay-at-home orders. Dr. Pat, how about yourself?
I've been transformed into this virtual version of WPW, and I can't find my feet. My feet did not follow me, and I'm starting to get freaked out. So,
well, I have feet. They are wrapped in jean shorts, and I'm operating at a very high level.
I'm stuck in this with no feet. I don't know what's happening.
I'm also a fleshapod that's only visible from the waist up, and that's the way people prefer it. But enough about us right now. Let's talk about this show that our wonderful owner, Uncle Gary Tickles, has done for us. He's been able to transport the entire WPW roster into a Tron-like virtual world. It's nuts, isn't it?
I mean, the crazy thing is that he's able to get me, except for my feet, into this. And that's amazing. That's a testament. He got 90% of me into this computer, into this virtual version of WPW, and he got all the wrestlers, he got all the, everything can be carried out in a virtual space, in another dimension, and that's incredible.
Another dimension?
See, I had no doubt I would be able to transcend any realm, virtual, outworld,
ethereal,
Cutthroat Island, all the realms.
Cutthroat Island is its own realm?
It is, yes. It's a video store in 1993. It's that realm.
But I'm happy to be here in virtual Burbank with all of you at the virtual Moose Lodge.
Yes, virtual Burbank in virtual California.
Well, this was virtually an introduction, so we should probably get started, shall we? With our very first match.
All right, let's go to the ring with Eric Barnes.
This contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Man, look at the wrestle turkeys out here in the crowd. Introducing first, the champion of breakfast, Cerealman.
Oh, look at Cerealman. He's got all 8 vitamins and nutrients that are essential to start your day, Eric Barnes.
Can start any day, could end a day too. Breakfast for dinner, Rivers, don't forget that.
I mean, loaded to the gills with riboflavin, loaded to the gills with niacin. He's ready to unleash in this ring.
Plenty of sodium and iron for everyone.
2 scoops of ass whooping in every box.
He's really mugging for the crowd, isn't he? He's really getting the wrestler hyped up. Well, this tag team match, this battle.
And his partner. He is the owner of Wrestling Pro Wrestling, Uncle Gary Tickles.
Listen, you know, when you talk about your great teams, you talk about the Road Warriors, you talk about the New Age Outlaws, and the one thing they all had in common is that they came to the ring separately.
Well, you know how Gary Tickles goes. He's always about things being separate but equal. In a good way. Wrestle Turkey's excited about this odd couple tag team. And their opponents. The Sassy Assassin.
Yes. Now, one of the most storied competitors here in Wrestling Pro Wrestling after debuting, and he's thrown cartoon bombs. He's made use of cartoon anvils. Basically, the man has used the entire warehouse of Acme at his disposal.
Well, based on his outfit alone, his motto is definitely "Let's get dangerous."
Sassy Assassin from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I mean, a lot of people talk about all the great wrestlers from Alberta, from Edmonton, from Calgary, but the Sassy Assassin can carry an entire province on his back. I think he's Saskatchewan's greatest contribution to the world of professional wrestling. And you may say he's
and his partner, walking down the aisle in an elegant manner, Sneaky Pete.
Like the man in black said, he's got stripes around his shoulders.
Stripes around his shoulders, stripes around his forearms, stripes around his wrists, stripes around his waist.
And it appears his mask is tattooed onto his face, so he's really committed to being as unnoticed as possible.
He is the Post Malone of Sneaky Sneaks, Dr. Pat.
What better way to sneak past a person than to have a mask, a raccoon mask no less, tattooed across your eyes? Nice duck and tumble into a politeful bow. This is a weird show of respect by Sneaky Pete, and the Wrestle Turkeys seem to appreciate it. Let's get started here. Collar elbow tie up. Sassy Assassin with a waist lock. Takedown.
Sassy Assassin getting the early advantage, but one thing I'm noticing is Gary Tickles still has his hat on. I'm trying to see and trying to figure out if he's actually going to wrestle with his hat on.
Well, there could be some form of weapon underneath that bowler. We're not sure.
It is a bowler hat, but Gary Tickles is looking to bowl over the competition.
Longfellow couldn't have put it better, Rivers. Oh! And a disrespectful slap by Sneaky Pete in the corner. Runs him right through.
Longfellow is what they call me at the frat house, Eric Barnes.
A giant show of strength just lifting and choking Cerealman by the normally skinny and... this is a rare display of power by the Sassy Assassin.
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't talked to Gary Tickles.
Big backbreaker!
I don't know if the rules of physics really apply in this virtual space. I mean, this is new ground. Virtual Burbank and virtual California. Do the rules of gravity really apply? I have no idea. I mean, this is new terrain.
Nerve claw hold by the Sassy Assassin.
By the way, Dr. Pat. By the way, Dr. Pat, it's Virtue California, but don't tell the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They'll want a new song.
You never should tell the Red Hot Chili Peppers anything. But yeah, to your point, Dr. Pat, there could be some cheat codes involved that allow one of our smaller members of the WPW roster to gain immense strength. And now the double team by the Sneaky Snakes. Back body drop.
It'd be crazy if the Sneaky Snakes got a Game Shark. Do they still make Game Shark?
Either that or a Game Genie, but I'm not sure. Club to the back of the head and an electric chair. Into a sit-out power bomb by Cerealman. Goes over, makes the tag to Uncle Gary Tickles.
I'm actually quite surprised, but given that Gary Tickles has designed this game, one thing I'm wondering is what kind of overall score he gave himself. I mean,
beautiful Falcon Arrow. I'm sorry, Dr. Pat. There was a cover. Beautiful Falcon Arrow by Sneaky Pete. Please
well,
continue.
I was about to say is he's our boss, but we know that he has a shade of egotism to him. So I wouldn't be surprised if he set himself at a 99, maybe 100. So.
Oh, beautiful ripcord clothesline by our boss, Gary Tickles. European uppercut. Surprising move by Gary Tickles. I didn't think he ever been to Europe. And another European uppercut, but by Sneaky Pete. Lifts him up. Beautiful sit-out powerbomb, but doesn't go for the cover.
Quite surprising, because he definitely executed that move quite well.
There's Jeff Tickles in the corner, rallying behind the Sneaky Snakes. You know he's got to love the fact that the Sassy Assassin is beating the hell out of his brother. Front face chancery into a headbutt. Very rough and tumble is the Sassy Assassin tonight. Gary Tickles counters with a knee lift. Up to the rope. Big senton. Wow.
And the hat stays on.
That's a good bowler hat. Gut-wrench suplex.
Well, I hope
Gary
he doesn't
Tickles.
throw it. For the sake of Sassy Assassin, I hope he doesn't throw that bowler hat at him, because we've seen how that happens in video games. What may happen.
Yeah, give him the old op job. Camel clutch, but broken up in the rope.
By the way, that's my favorite Sonny and Cher song. The hat stays on.
I wish I knew the reference.
The beat goes on, Eric Barnes. The beat goes on.
Oh,
Double tackle by the Sneaky Snakes.
nicely done. Rather impressed by the teamwork of the Sneaky Snakes. I shouldn't be too impressed. Whoa! A multi-slap combo by Gary Tickles, who just decides to just stare at his opponent for a while before tagging in his partner. Cerealman taking control. Nice hammer lock. Lifts him up. A Russian leg sweep. Slamming it. The back, the shoulder, and the elbow. And the wrist onto the mat. A multifaceted move by multi-brain man, the Cerealman.
Ooh.
Brutal stomp on the arm. Saito suplex.
Well executed by Sneaky Pete there. That teardrop suplex was really took a lot out of Cerealman.
Good old punch to the back, punch to the knee. Cerealman recovers though, throwing Sneaky Pete into his corner. Tags in Tickles. Big double back body drop by the owner and the hero of Wrestling Pro Wrestling.
And the benefactor behind this program.
Beautiful German suplex by Gary Tickles. Follows it up with a dragon suplex.
Sneaky Pete's going to need to make it over to the Sassy Assassin in a hurry.
Finishing off with a straight jacket. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Wow. I did not know about the technical prowess that the owner of WPW had.
Well, I saw that there was a relatively slow count by the official. I don't know if that was something that was a glitch in the program, or if the Sneaky Snakes found some sort of code, some sort of Easter egg to slow the countdown, because trio suplexes definitely did a number on Sneaky Pete.
There are no glitches in this wildly expensive program, Dr. Pat. Spared no expense.
Gary Tickles measuring him up. But no! Big reversal. And knees to the...
knees to the kidney.
Yeah. Sneaky Pete working that leg. As Cerealman tries to rally the crowd. Are we going to see an STF? No, a surfboard.
Surfboard.
Wait a minute. Curb stomp. A vicious, violent maneuver by Sneaky Pete. As he measures up and clotheslines Gary Tickles outside of the ring. Very dangerous, knowing that Jeff Tickles is out there. Referee starting the count.
The referee's paying very close attention to Jeff Tickles. He's sensing that potentially Jeff Tickles could take some liberties and attack his brother. So, solid refereeing.
Agreed. Meanwhile, Sassy Assassin tagged in. Taunts and a big old right hand. But Gary Tickles tries to answer it. Gets a punch to the gut for his troubles. As he's chucked back into the ring. Oh! Slamming his chest and his throat onto the apron. Cerealman begging for a tag, but Gary Tickles apparently did very well. It's fine. Nice suplex. Oh! A good old neck crack and a neck wrench by Gary Tickles.
You pay hundreds of dollars for that in Beverly Hills at the chiropractor, Eric Barnes.
Even in virtual Beverly Hills, another brilliant senton.
It's another beautiful location in Virtue, California.
Man, I need to visit more of Virtue, California. Did they take golden rings? Oh, beautiful! Back elbow, enziguri combo. Oh, lovely dragon suplex. It looks like a skull end. The referee getting into position. Sassy Assassin breaks out. And working on that hurt leg. Big Uranagi slam! And another beautiful gut wrench. Then the hot tag made to Cerealman. Oh man, what a lariat followed by a shoulder tackle. Which is like a shoulder tackle, but just marble mouth. Brilliant right hands. Cannonball into the corner. Just stop for good measure. He could be going for a cover, guys. And he goes. Referee hesitates. 1, 2. He got him!
Wow! That was it.
Here is your winner, Cerealman and Gary Tickles.
The big Michinoku driver by Sneaky Pete didn't take him out with that. There was some great offense by the Sneaky Snakes. I mean, very just on the same page, but great tag team wrestling by Tickles and Cerealman.
You know, like we pointed out in the match, the technical prowess of Gary Tickles is, I'm flabbergasted, guys. And it seemed to have paid off in dividends.
Absolutely. All of those great wrestle turkeys that showed up to this event with their classic Cerealman, I Feel the Love signs, those people were absolutely vindicated tonight.
And, you know, they're showing their patriotism with their USA signs.
This is true, yes. They feel the love. It's what people always say about Cerealman. They show up to our events. We can't actually stop them from coming to our events with signs that say, I feel the love.
It appears that some company that starts with a W is sponsoring our event. Is it Wiener Schnitzel? Did we get Wiener Schnitzel to sponsor this event?
It was Wiener Schnitzel, but that's all that we could have gotten.
Can we get some free corn dogs here?
I would, I could kill for a free corn dog about now.
Virtue Wiener.
Hmm.
Virtue Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah.
Just another great company in Virtue, California.
Yep. This next contest is a grudge match scheduled for one fall. Now heading down the ring, dancing his heart away, former Wrestling Pro Wrestling Wrestle Turkey Champion, Sexy Chino!
Oh, I hate to see it in California. I hate to see it even more in Virtualifornia. This is so unfortunate.
It's amazing how well they've replicated Sexy Chino's moves. I mean, he's tearing it up. I'm surprised that parquet floor ain't on fire that he's under.
Well, if this were in actual reality, it would be on fire, Dr. Pat, but thank goodness that the newly expanded Virtual Burbank Blues Lodge is fire retardant.
All I'll say is it's a good thing his dancing shoes don't run on gasoline, because I'd pour sugar in that tank.
Oh, will you stop, Rivers? And just look at Sexy Chino cranking.
Oh, he's throwing some shapes. He's throwing some serious shapes, and he's gonna get whoa!
Oh! Wrestle Turkey's
Crowd loving it.
Loving Boogie Woogie. And his opponent, the Monarch of Monrovia, King Dezi.
There he is. Look upon his royal visage. Looking sexier than ever, might I say. If I'm allowed to say that about a monarch.
What
God.
do they offer in virtual Monrovia, Rivers?
Oh,
How's it
well,
different from actual Monrovia?
we've got virtual CC's pizza. We have it's currently for virtual takeout only, but we do have access to that. We have a virtual ball bearing plant. They make lots of ball bearings, virtual ball bearings. In fact, all of the ball bearings used in the Need for Speed games were produced in virtual Monrovia.
Wow, did not know about that.
Do they still make Need for Speed games? I don't know.
Well, I know that they can now, thanks to the good people of virtual Monrovia.
Absolutely.
Apparently the announcer for this contest, me, was mistaken. This is not a grudge match. It appears to be a ladder match.
Oh.
Based solely off of a ladder I saw in the background. Someone should give virtual me tips. Because there's regular Eric Barnes me, and then there's virtual Eric Barnes that's doing the announcing.
So I've heard that this is a TLC Money in the Bank style match. So there is a contract. I don't know quite for what, but anything goes. I mean, there are no DQs, and that is something that's going to be really interesting, given the fact that these two brothers absolutely hate each other. I mean, there's a grudge that's been going on for a long period of time. There's a lineage, a royal lineage that's been battled over for the rule, the dominion over Monrovia, and the various former circuit cities that have been turned alternately into Halloween spirit stores and indoor Christmas tree lots. So, I mean, this is a battle. There's high stakes here.
So, Dr. Pat, this is a TLC match, meaning taking liability carelessly? That's what it stands for?
Sure. I mean, it could also stand for trademarks lightly considered. I don't know what it stands for, but I see a ladder and I see some stairs, but stairs don't start with either a T or a C, so I don't know quite what this is going to be, what we have in store, but Sexy Chino is unleashing on his brother. I mean, this is a level of viciousness that you don't really see, especially given the fact that he's usually so jovial.
See, I think TLC stands for Take a Lashing, Chino.
Well, in this ring, I see Titans locking up with Climbables, and that is what I think that this match is all about, as Chino goes in for a devastating crucifix.
Yeah, very, very great finesse shown by Sexy Chino. Looking in the crowd, I don't see T-Boz or Chili out there, so that's not what TLC stands for in this case.
Oh! Nicely done, TKO. A TKO and a TLC. As King Dezi
looks to the skies to see what his prize is.
Yeah. Crowd wants someone to marry him. He's single. Beautiful back fist by Chino, though, as he just slams King Dezi onto the mat. the goal stomp. Caught up. Oh, Dezi doing an eye-rake. No disqualifications in this version of a ladder match that we've made up entirely ourselves. Beautiful butt bump by Chino.
Yes, definitely channeling Iceman King Parsons with that butt. One thing that I'm really impressed by, and I find to be very telling, is that our boss Gary Tickles has paid incredible attention to making sure that everybody's headwear stays on throughout the match. I mean, that baseball hat, that crown, Gary Tickles' hat, they're all staying on. So this is going to be it's a testament that he has put this into the engine of our virtual WPW, that headwear stays on.
See, I heard that he actually got the guy who does the headwear for Mario and Luigi.
Oh.
Do people still play Mario? Is that a current reference?
Mario and Luigi still exist, if that's the question. But in the meantime, Sexy Chino grabbing that money, that obscurely worded briefcase.
But he doesn't seem to know how to get it off of the clamp that it's attached to. I don't know if it's a screw-on clamp, some sort of carbiner, but it's definitely confusing Sexy Chino.
Well, that's one of the difficulties in this highly original match we made up, Dr. Pat. As King Dezi clobbers the back of the knees of Sexy Chino and power bombs him off the top of the ladder.
TLC, in this case, stands for totally lighting up Chino.
That's I'll allow it, but there's a U in there somewhere. Meanwhile, King Dezi also having trouble getting that sweet green brick off that carabiner there. As Sexy Chino just forearms right in the ass. Just right in there. He himself goes for a power bomb.
Oh, wow.
What's good for the brother is good for another, as Chino kicks right to the abdomen. Beautiful spin kick.
Wow.
To the face. You got this, Chino. You got this.
Climbing that ladder quite quickly, but he's having problems taking down this briefcase from what it's attached to.
Wow.
And he's
wow.
Succeeds.
He's won it.
Here is your winner, Sexy Chino.
Well, I'm going to go with what one of the signs in the crowd says, y'all, and say, I can't see. What happened?
You didn't see what happened, Rivers?
No, I saw nothing.
I'm having troubles too. I believe that I'm running off of Prodigy right now, and I'm having problems.
Oh, well, Sexy Chino holding up his prize, that obscurely worded green briefcase.
My feet still haven't arrived, but that's okay, because if they did, I'd be dancing for Sexy Chino and his victory in this match. I don't know what's in the briefcase, right? We don't know if it's.
We don't know if it's a briefcase. As far as we know, it's a green block.
Really? It's not a briefcase?
It may or may not be.
Huh. That's very interesting.
Very much so. I don't know. Gary Tickles spent a lot on this virtual world, but some things just can't be explained still.
So he grabs this geometric shape. I don't know what kind of rights this geometric shape gives to him, right? But I'm really interested to see what Sexy Chino is going to do with it, right? Is he going to use it to gain access to all the VIP rooms in Virtual Fornia, right? I don't know, but it's a big win by Sexy Chino.
It could be some form of currency in a currency holder.
Yes.
Either one of you want to throw to me, or...
No. Here's
Okay.
Eric Barnes in the ring.
Our next contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. She's big. She's bad. She's Ruby Raze.
I'm looking forward to this battle after the excitement that I had with watching the previous Taking Liberties with Copyright match. I'm looking forward to seeing Ruby Raze in the ring. She's an absolutely vicious competitor, but she's she definitely can deal out some damage. She has got an incredible record here in wrestling, pro wrestling, and I think she can translate those skills into the virtual space without any question.
One of the strongest and hardest hitting members of the WPW roster, Ruby Raze. Like you said, Dr. Pat, she's a force of nature, whether it's in this world or any other.
Who installed that scoreboard in the virtual news line? That's pretty cool.
It is very nice. They should have the scoreboard there. Ruby Raze shaking things out. And her opponent, coming down the aisle. She is one half of Birds of a Feather and a young cluck, Chickadee.
This is going to be a very interesting matchup. I mean, it's definitely styles clash. You have the power and the brawling of Ruby Raze going up against Chickadee, who's quicker and got that agility and that powerful beak. I mean, anybody that goes against Chickadee might underestimate her size, but definitely if they get near that beak, she can do some real damage with it.
Yes, you've got the power of Ruby Raze going up against a flightless bird that can pick up corn with its mouth. Great.
Well, pound for pound and peck for peck, Chickadee should not be underestimated by anyone. Even you, Riverslade. Especially you, Riverslade. Contest has started. Ruby Raze showed off her power early with a big takedown.
Wow.
Just slamming the arm of Chickadee, the wing of Chickadee, onto the mat, followed by a kick to the spine.
Ooh, vicious neck crank by Ruby Raze. I mean, she just overpowered Chickadee. I mean, this is... Chickadee's going to have to move around, get out of the ring, do something, because if she's in anywhere close to Ruby Raze, she's in absolute danger.
Oh, beautiful. Saito suplex. Ruby Raze definitely likes her chicken tenderized, it seems. Goes for the cover, though. See if this chicken's done, but nope, still undercooked. This Chickadee kicks out.
One thing that I'm getting frustrated by is this referee is definitely counting very slowly here in these matches. I don't know why that, Gary Tickles didn't spring and program in a great official like a virtual Isaac Hayes. I would love to have virtual Isaac Hayes in this, but instead we have referee create a player officiating this matchup. And
as Ruby Raze slams Chickadee's small petite head into the corner so hard that it's shaking the entire crowd. Wait a minute.
Oh, we have a...
What's
going
happening?
on?
Someone's apparently drawn the attention of Ruby Raze and the referee. Chickadee, back up. Beautiful belly to belly suplex by Chickadee. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, oh. Kick out.
Who distracted Ruby Raze? I don't know.
Some form of invisible distraction that everyone seemed to have noticed here in this virtual world. Chickadee goes in for a headlock. And that's a smart move by Chickadee. We're all the same size when we're down on the mat.
Yeah, Chickadee's effectively grounded Ruby Raze, and I'm shocked, but I'm still surprised by what was this force, this power that is beautiful.
Hurricane Rana by Chickadee.
What's this force? What's this essence that had entered into our virtual moose lodge and distracted everybody but us?
I honestly don't know, but that was a wonderful, in spite of the kick out, a wonderful scissors around the head followed by vicious wings being clapped onto the skull of Ruby Raze. Continues to wear her down with a headlock.
We consider those nuclear wings.
I'm not sure what they appear on the Scoville scale. Ruby Raze broke out with a headlock of her own, but Chickadee, oh my God! Stun gun by Chickadee!
Incredible power by Chickadee.
What's happened? A beak jacker. by Ruby Raze into a waistlock. Thunderous German suplex. Goes for another one. Will she hit the trifecta?
Ooh.
Ooh.
That final one had incredible impact on it. I mean, Wilhelm Schmidt would be very proud of that one.
Los Three Amigos, Pollo Campero.
Two. But Chickadee will not die, kicking out.
I'm surprised she kicked out of that one.
Ruby Raze measuring her up. Scoops her up into a fireman's carry, but no, Chickadee reverses into a reverse DDT. Chickadee going up top. You'll believe chickens can fly. Size her up. Beautiful chicken wing elbow drop for the cover. 1, 2.
Oh, not quite enough.
Chickadee showing some frustration, but very impressive in this match. I did not expect her to last this long against a powerhouse.
Well, I didn't expect
like
the
Ruby
chicken to
Raze.
fly that well. My word.
There's a beautiful dragon screw leg whip. Now we just got a slugfest going. Another Sayudo suplex by Raze. She's just pulling her chicken apart. Another slam against that wing. Goes for a cover. 1. Kick out at 1 by Chickadee. I see what you're saying, Dr. Pat, about that referee. Really is taking his time.
Listen, referee Slow McHopalong has been a personal friend of mine for years.
Snap
He's a good
suplex.
man.
Oh, Chickadee right back up. That snap suplex woke something in her. But it's all for naught, as Ruby Raze has a series of backbreakers. All 2 of them onto Chickadee. Goes for cover 1, 2. Yet Chickadee still kicks out. The wrestle turkeys in the crowd are loving this, as Ruby Raze tries to separate the wing from the body with her elbows. Just good old punches to the dome.
Knuckle sandwiches for the chicken.
Have you ever had chicken nuggles, Rivers? Not fun. Not as good as chicken fingers.
Ooh, big boot by to the ribs by Chickadee.
Raising her up. Polish hammers. Running into the corner. Spears her in. Chickadee. Beautiful back elbow.
Very familiar offense by Chickadee.
Can't put my finger on it, but you're right, Pat.
I think I've seen it before, but I don't know where.
In that case, oh, an ugly suplex into the corner. It's ugly but effective. Goes for the cover. 1, 2.
Great match here.
What's the name of this referee, Rivers?
My personal friend has been for years. His name is referee Slow McHopalong.
Slow McHopalong likes to do the hesitative count.
That's just it. That's just his style. That is the McHopalong style that has become so famous.
Chickadee was a little bit tentative. She climbed to the top and climbed back down, getting a couple more stomps and making sure that Ruby Raze is down before she goes to the top and goes for another one of those chicken wing elbows.
A 2-piece combo. Goes for a cover. 1, 2. She got her!
Wow.
Wow, that's an absolute upset by Chickadee.
Here is your winner, Chickadee!
I was halfway expecting Ruby Raze to dominate this match, get this over in a minute, and this was a very long battle, and Chickadee on the winning end, making it to the pay window, and I'm absolutely shocked.
Well, somehow, in virtue of Burbank, Chickadee has this untapped source of strength and power
And
to deliver
chickens
such
can
moves
fly.
against Ruby Raze.
And chickens can fly in virtual Burbank. It's unbelievable. It's uncanny.
It is.
Could this project to a future in which chickens can fly? And if chickens can fly like that, we're doomed.
Ruby Raze got in some good lickings on that chicken on her own merit. This was a very rough and tumble contest, gentlemen. 18 toughest competitors in WPW. And by toughest, I mean Ruby Raze's strength and power. And in terms of Chickadee, well, she tends to cook dry.
But she's evolved flight quite well.
This is true.
A lot of great virtual celebrities here in the audience here today. I saw Max Headroom earlier. I saw Leisure Suit Larry. I believe I saw Wario. I mean, there's a lot of really great celebrities here. But hey, let's kick it to Eric Barnes, who's in the ring, who's going to introduce our next matchup.
Do we have to?
Our next contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, on their way to the ring, the Hobo, Phil Cosby. They are Phil. Oh, what a makeshift tag team this is, gentlemen.
With the makeshift tag team name, just a combination of their names. The Hobo and he whose name shall not be mentioned, making it to the ring. Hobo looking in an incredibly great mood right now. He's really excited to be in virtual Burbank.
Oh, there's no... I guess he may actually have found a home here in virtual Burbank.
Perhaps.
If you need a Ho-Phil, we've got your home for the Ho-Phils.
That's certainly true.
Hobo hitchhiking across the information superhighway, perhaps to get to the virtual Moose Lodge. And they're in for a real challenge.
And their opponents, Rubber Baby and Leather Daddy.
Wow, Rubber Baby and Leather Daddy got into the prop department at the Smells Like Teen Spirit music video.
And a wonderful set of choreography by the two.
I know.
And, oddly enough, they're more well-behaved on the internet than off the internet.
Well, they have those pom-poms, and they're very, and they have that choreography, and I think that's kind of restrained them a little bit, left them on their best behavior, because they need to get all those steps down.
Huh. This is just a relief, because normally we see Rubber Baby and Leather Daddy have a little bit of face-to-face time with the Wrestle Turkeys, if you know what I mean.
Well, the Wrestle Turkeys, I think, might be a little bit mad about that, because they've, even despite their dancing, they're booing Rubber Baby and Leather Daddy. Maybe they wanted some more interaction.
Well, match gets started. Rubber Baby caught in a waist lock by the Hobo. Trying to escape. Nice snapmare into a headlock. Knee to the back. Hobo with a couple rights, but Rubber Baby countering with a right of his own. It's been back and forth strikes thus far between the two competitors. Strikes and headlocks. Hobo escapes, pushes down. Just a mid-collision as Rubber Baby powers the Hobo into the corner.
One thing I'm very surprised about is that Rubber Baby is all business. I mean, usually he approaches his opponents with a little bit of naive curiosity, trying to figure out faces, trying to figure out, who he's going up against. He usually goes for a little bit of touching, a little bit of exploring, but he's all business right now.
Yeah, usually quite playful, Rubber Baby, but like you said, Dr. Pat, this baby got serious. Maybe things are different in virtual Burbank, as the Hobo makes the tag to Phil Cosby.
Or maybe he's hit that Wonder Week. I'm not quite sure.
Who's to say? Hobo trying to find his way out.
Every week is a Wonder Week here in Virtue, California.
Virtue, California. Rubber Baby makes the tag to Leather Daddy. Leather Daddy looking upon Phil Cosby.
I'm sipping this water, but I don't know if the water is real.
Nothing is real. Oh! That'll kill a patella or two.
Ooh, wow.
Phil Cosby bounces back quickly.
There is no spoon, but there is a kick to the face.
Rubber Baby also all business in this matchup. I mean, I guess he's unleashing the sadism a little bit more, but he's, you know, again, he's all business. He's really looking, I don't know if they've channeled their energies into dance, which has led them to be more violent. I'm not quite sure, but this is a completely different Rubber Baby Leather Daddy.
Yeah, they appear to be more disciplined both in their choreographic dance and in their wrestling abilities. As Leather Daddy works on Phil Cosby's arm, just tearing away at the elbows. Just both of them. Just a stomp right to the gut.
And the big kick.
Oof. Double stomp by Leather Daddy. He's flexing, preening, and showing off.
Despite the fact that Rubber Baby and Leather Daddy like to have fun in the ring, they like to have fun with their opponents. I mean, you know, I guess this is really showing in the virtual space that they are really talented wrestlers. I mean, they're kind of like, you know, they're unleashing something about themselves that they never have shown to the wrestling circuit before.
Well, it appears that they preened too much, as Phil Cosby has recovered and is now making a tag over to the Hobo. What an odd partnership this is between the Hobo and Phil Cosby. This is definitely something that in virtual Burbank that I didn't expect.
Yes, and I have to say, virtual Phil Cosby, his upper body is shaped like a Capri Sun pouch, and it's pretty incredible.
It is pretty incredible. It's also incredible that Phil Cosby, he himself is also minding his behavior. Tag in the corner. Rubber Baby back in. Double team move. While referee
was distracted.
Oh, hush up. Referee Slow McHopalong is never distracted. Dr. Pat, ever vigilant.
We just saw him be distracted, Rivers.
No.
I would say fair point, but it wasn't. A stomp to the gut. Oh, rockabye baby. That's
It's the number one rule of improv, Eric Barnes. When someone tells you something, you just go, no.
Yeah, the louder and sterner, the better. Big elbow spike to the head.
That's how you win improv.
Yes, improv, a competition. As Rubber Baby.
Oh, and the big squisher.
Definitely, it's definitely
Wow.
a swisher with Rubber Baby.
Wow.
For those of you that are aficionados of Kevin Nash shoot interviews, that is the squisher.
Yeah.
That is, yes, one of his 5 moves, including the hair flip.
Yeah, but in Rubber Baby's case, it's extra squishy for obvious reasons. As Phil Cosby makes a tag, runs over just to get headlocked, and a bulldog by Rubber Baby. Oh, hard lefts! So hard that they're shaking the screen. Flip-flop and a double punch right to the chest by Rubber Baby. And again, they keep working and stomping Phil Cosby's elbows and shoulders. Yet not put submission moves onto them, gentlemen.
I think it's just pure sadism. Bionic elbow by Rubber Baby.
Bionic Baby elbow goes for cover. 1, eventual 2, and a breakup by the Hobo. He's gonna pay for it. Wonderful brainbuster suplex.
Phil and Rubber Baby are the legal men in this matchup. Rubber
Asking
Baby-
us or telling us? Beautiful fire.
Takeover.
Yeah, beautiful fire. Takeover.
Look, if Phil wasn't the legal man, referee Slow McHopalong would acknowledge it.
Hiranagi by Phil Cosby just energizes Rubber Baby, who is back on the box in the ears. But Phil fights back.
One
Nice
thing that I'm
clothesline.
disappointed with, and I have to talk to Gary Tickles about, is that virtual Coogee is not as detailed and vibrant as real life Coogee sweaters.
Nice headbutt, and Phil Cosby is exhausted by that headbutt. Oh, run-up kick to the face. It's a run-up enziguri, I believe. Which takes a lot out of a man the size of Phil Cosby. Goes to the cover one and broken up by Leather Daddy. Phil Cosby taking control. Beautiful headbutt. Gotta find a different word for beautiful, gentlemen. As Leather Daddy misses that flying leg kick. Tried to help his partner, but was unsuccessful.
A flying leg kick, Eric Barnes, I say.
Yes, that's what it looked like from here.
As opposed to a flying arm kick or any of the other kinds of kicks that you can perform with other parts of your body besides the leg.
If you have done creative wrestling before, you could see the term flying leg kick. As opposed to a foot kick, I believe.
Well,
shoots the half for the cover. One. And a breakup. Go ahead, Dr. Pat.
I was just wondering if you'd been watching your Heroes of Wrestling, and that's where it came from.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's right. I legit forgot about that guy. Camel clutch. Steiner recliner. No matter what name you call it, it's usually effective, but
Rubber Baby
against Rubber Baby.
Rubber Baby refusing to be humble and breaks out of that move.
It's hard to humble a baby if you really think about it.
Yeah, technically all children are psychotic until they're around between the ages of 8 and 13 when they develop empathy.
Hobo putting Leather Daddy into Dream Street, and Gunn goes for a cover. Looking at the legs, 1, 2. I'm not sure about this referee slows McHop along.
Yeah, Slow McHop is a good man. I've known him for years.
Good man, bad referee.
I don't know. Why was he paying attention to the shoulders? He was looking at the feet.
That's what I'm saying.
Those are interesting boots. The man loves interesting footwear.
Shotgun dropkick by Leather Daddy.
Nicely done. Well executed. Stop.
I gotta say, not to cast.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Look at the agility of Leather Daddy. Double foot stomp. Going in for the cover. 1. And a breakup by Phil. Leather Daddy hulking up, it seems.
I gotta say, not to cast aspersions on these two classic wrestlers from our roster, but their faces are horrifying.
They are quite horrifying. I have noticed that.
I'm not going to sleep right.
Vicious spear by Hobo.
They are somehow more horrifying in virtual Burbank than they are in reality, which I did not think was feasible. Beautiful dragon screw, followed by a foot stomp by Leather Daddy. Tags in Rubber Baby. Rubber Baby goes
We're
for
going
a kick.
from dragon screw to diaper full.
Oh!
Reversal.
That's a big baby to have fall on you.
I'm feeling a little bit out of sorts. I think I might have ate something bad at Virtual Burbank's Black Angus.
Oh, no.
They call it black anguish.
Just don't succumb to the singularity. That's all I can ask, Dr. Pat. Tag made. Phil Cosby.
It's all ones and zeros, man.
Eventually gets in the ring. Nice headbutt by Cosby.
Crowd showing their displeasure, and understandably so.
Oh, I see equal amounts of cheering and booing based on just body language here by the Wrestle Turkeys in the crowd. As Phil Cosby does another run-up enziguri, and now goes for the cover again. Referee looking at the feet. 1, 2, break up by Leather Daddy.
I mean, that's a green belt quality kick right there.
Oh, shotgun dropkick to the side of the head. Cosby back up. Good old nerve hold onto the baby.
Just like Mr. Spock.
Yeah, that move popularized by Terry Gordy. That was it takes a lot out of you.
Is Terry Gordy the guy who played Spock?
Yes.
As far as you know, Rivers, it is. Stop to the butt.
I'm just kidding. I know Hulk Hogan's real name.
A nice takedown by Rubber Baby. He drags Phil Cosby to the middle of the ring. Textbook elbow drop. Textbook stomp again to the arms and the elbows and the shoulders of Phil Cosby. Poor Phil.
He's halfway to a Garvin right there.
Never go. You got to go full Garvin if you're going to stomp at all. That's what I say. You can't half Garvin a stomp. Double team move made by Ho Phil. Double shoulder tackle. It's the Hobo. Oh, reversal by Rubber Baby. He just kind of looks at the Hobo. And the Hobo gets up. Flip, flop, and fly by Rubber Baby. Not going for the cover. Referee in position. 1,
Wow.
2.
And a 4.
Wow.
Here are your winners, Rubber Baby and Leather Daddy.
Wow. That was incredible.
That elbow was so vicious he changed the rules. He got a 4 count on that one.
It's amazing. Are there special 4 counts in slow McCoppelon matches, Rivers? Is that
He always does 4 counts, you guys. He's been doing it this whole time.
Good show of strength. And kudos to Rubber Baby and Leather Daddy.
And Rubber Baby jacked about this victory.
Aww.
Big hug.
Rubber Baby calling for uppies, and Leather Daddy responding in kind.
Those are truly horrifying faces. It's really...
Those are the faces of winners, Rivers.
Those are the heroes of
Lord.
wrestling.
These are truly the heroes of wrestling.
Well, it's the main event, so let's kick it to our ring announcer, our friend, Eric Barnes. Eric.
Our next contest is our main event of the evening, and it is a hate and a crate match. Introducing first, fighting down the aisle from the Galapagos Islands, he is the punk rock Poindexter, Darwin Finch.
I called him the biggest dork in wrestling one time, and then he took it as a term of endearment. He started using it, and I've never been more regretful of anything I've ever said about this absolute loser, Darwin Finch. Lordy, lordy.
Loser Rivers, he's a former Wrestle Turkey champion and a former mid-card champion. Show some respect.
Flukes, all of them.
Flukes, he's had successful title defenses in both titles.
And he has a win against his opponent. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup. But if there's any person I don't want to be stuck in a cage with, it's this man.
And his opponent, walking down the aisle, Big Nasty Watts.
Watts, he's in real life, he's about 6'6", 6'7", 250 pounds. In virtual space, that's a lot of ones and zeros right there.
Oh, in virtual space, he may be 7'5" for all we know. He's maybe even bigger and badder than he usually is. And he usually is big and bad.
I mean, but one thing that we've seen is that the rules of physics do not necessarily apply here in virtual Burbank. Chickens can fly, right? Everybody can be suplexed. So this is the playing field is a little bit more level, but this is...
Oh, Darwin Finch starting off quick with a crossbody.
I mean, in this rage in a cage match, I mean, you have to, despite that, Darwin Finch is the definite underdog in this matchup.
Indeed, in this hate in a crate, there are no winners. There's only survivors. And meanwhile, Darwin Finch escaping that kick, goes for STO. Nicely done by Finch. Who do you got on this, Rivers Langley?
Well, you're looking at only one possible outcome, Eric Barnes and Dr. Pat, and that is that Eric Watts will absolutely dominate Darwin Finch, particularly in this rage in a cage situation.
You better be careful. He doesn't like to be called by his first name. I should know. I got yelled at by him. Gets rammed. Darwin Finch getting rammed into the top turnbuckle corner. Top turnbuckle corner being a term I've never used, but he goes into the corner. Slow.
So this is a pinfalls. So this is pinfalls, submissions, no disqualifications, so no cage escape. Somebody has to be pinned or somebody has to submit in this matchup.
Are you sure we can't throw Darwin off the top of this thing?
Well, either way, another beautiful crossbody goes for the cover. A hesitant.
And
I'm not sure about this Slow's character. Or Slow. Whatever his name is.
Slow McHopalong is one of the best men in wrestling.
Textbook vertical suplex.
I mean, that was British Bulldog quality.
That was Bulldog quality, but Darwin Finch reversing into a reverse DDT. That's the thing, Rivers. You can't count Darwin Finch out. As he slams his tiny little butt onto the spine of Watts. And Watts getting chucked to the outside. What do you think of that, Rivers?
I think it's just a matter of time. Watts is biding his time, saving up energy for the absolute virtual ass whooping to come.
Are you suggesting that there's some form of life bar in this?
I don't know what that means. I don't play video games.
I mean,
I'm a normal person.
Darwin Finch has to bring all of his offense into this stinking chain link match. I mean, this is, he's going to have to give it his all because this is a matchup that, as I said before, there are very few people in wrestling that are probably you would at least want to be in a cage with than Watts himself.
Yeah, it's nothing but brutality in the offense and offense. As Darwin Finch lays in some forearms onto the now fallen Watts.
Misses the steps, but Watts took a header right into into the floor, through the floor.
It is on the floor. Words are hard, Pat. I'm not mocking you. I'm being serious. Words are hard. It's hard to talk in the virtual world. Whoa, my God! Beautiful scientific moonsault by Finch as Slows counts for the 1, 2, and a kick out.
I'm just really on edge about what could happen. What kind of violence can be unleashed in this ordeal and steel match?
Well, I can barely blame you, Dr. Pad. I mean, you can't find your feet. Oh, greetings from Asbury Park, or in his case, the Galapagos Islands. 1, 2, and a kick out.
Have you ever been to Asbury Park, Galapagos Islands? They got a really good funnel cake there once.
Really?
Yeah.
Anything particularly different? Was there extra cinnamon?
You put cinnamon on a funnel cake?
They do in Asbury Park or in the Galapagos.
Ugh, weird.
Eric.
Watts just perching up top.
I don't know what sort of weird tastes you have, but I'm interested in the cinnamon.
Listen, the cinnamon and sugar. I'm just looking at the double axe handles and beautiful elbow drop by Watts. Goes for the cover. It seems, gentlemen, that along with the strength, and he wins it.
With that absolutely macho elbow drop.
Here is your winner, Watts.
I was completely, I didn't expect that as the finish of our Fennel in a Kennel match. I mean, you would think with Watts, it was going to be brutality. It was going to be violence. Somebody's going to get thrown off the cage.
Yeah.
But a finesse elbow, wow.
A finesse elbow in this Heck in the Deck contest. As we see a beautiful moonsault by Darwin Finch, but couldn't get the job done. And a devastating greetings from the Galapagos. But all it took was a double axe handle and an elbow drop for Watts to win the big one tonight.
I mean, with that macho offense, he obviously could not lose.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Pat. Oh, yeah. The cream of the crop. Big Nasty Watts. Well, folks, we want to thank you for this special show of WPW's virtual Boy Do We Have a Show for You.
And I'd also like to thank our apparent sponsor, based on the banners that are all around the ring, Wiener Schnitzel. Thank you, Wiener Schnitzel. They're fun since '61, entering into the virtual space, and great to be an advertising partner with us.
And we also want to thank the State Bureau of Commerce of the beautiful state of Virtue, California. Come for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Stay for more Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Thank you for joining us tonight on Twitch, on YouTube, or however you're consuming WPW. We all encourage you to stay safe, stay healthy. Folks,
Follow us on Twitter.
Yep. Where can we follow us on Twitter, Dr. Pat?
Wrestling PW. That is the handle.
Yep, at Wrestling PW. Buy a shirt. Go to prowrestlingtees.com/WPW. Please support us during this quarantine time. Hopefully we'll be back with another show. In the meantime, thank you so much for coming on, logging in, watching along with us. We encourage you. We'll just follow us on all the social medias. We'll keep you posted on when our next show will be, whether it's in this wonderful virtual Burbank or in the real Burbank in the near future. Pat, where can the people find you?
They can find me in my mountain of books here. I can't escape. Now that my feet are gone in this virtual space, I am stuck in this mountain of books. All I have is my words. So somebody please get me out of this.
Don't break your glasses.
Well, don't break your glasses. If people want to get at you to get you glasses or new feet, where can they find you?
They can't find me anywhere.
Fair enough. Okay, Rivers. What
Twitter
about you?
Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley, and you can check out the podcast. It's called The Goods from the Woods. It's, as we're saying, now more than ever. As in, we're doing like 4 or 5 shows a week. So, yeah, check it out.
Check out the Corona Diaries, friends. It is something to listen and to behold, and I'm thoroughly entertained by it. Folks, you can follow me on Twitter at Eric W. Barnes. And that's where you can see me promote about this, make some jokes, be depressed, all that shit. And along with being a guest on other people's podcasts. And follow Heart Fist Brain. Because I do stuff with my co-host Marina Ryman. And you can find the Patreon for that. You can find the Patreon for Rivers and Goods from the Woods there. But most of all, follow Wrestling at Wrestling PW. Support the people that you saw virtually tonight. Follow all of them and their handles. Google is your friend, and buy their stuff. Support WPW. Support WPW wrestlers. Thank you so much to the director Tron for making this happen. And
sure.
And good night.